Okay, I think we're ready to start. Hello everyone. It's Boltgun Tuesday, I guess. We're continuing our journey in this beautiful game. Apologies for skipping Saturday stream. I don't really have an excuse. I was just lazy, kinda. Yeah, didn't have good vibes for it. But anyway, yeah. So today we're beginning the third chapter, and third chapter has 8 levels in it, which is a bit concerning considering my pace. Yeah, I think probably will take 3 more streams to finish the whole game. That's pretty realistic estimate. But anyway, so this is our first level. I guess another thing before we start, I'm still a bit perplexed by the sharp difference in quality between 2 levels that we played through last time. And I decided to check in credits how many level designers I had on the team. And it kind of makes sense that in the credits, first of all, they don't have level designers at all. They don't have level designers outlined as level designers. They have just a design team that consists, at least in the credit section, of 5 people, which kinda, I guess, explains in some way why we get the levels that we get in the end. But anyway, let's start. So the story goes so far that we're on the ship, right? The Chaos Sorcerer Trictus stole the fragment from the first Space Marine, the artifact, teleported on the ship somehow, something. And now we're on the ship. We're back on the ship that belongs to this beautiful Inquisitor that we can see very rarely in the cutscenes. Smells like generalist. Yes. Also, hello Triangle, but yeah, this is how it feels pretty much. Yeah, that these designers, they had to fulfill a lot of roles. There were very few of them, and they also had to do a lot of level design. And you have 24 levels, right? Each chapter has 8 levels. That's a lot of levels for. Basically, they had 2 leads, one design director, I think. The second one is lead, and 3 other just designers. So I assume the bulk of the levels were made by just these 3 guys. Which is it's kind of in a funny way. It feels, in line with tradition that the way Doom was made, right? Or Quake. There was a very handful of level designers. Yeah. Well. In this case, unfortunately, I can't really say that. After finishing 2 chapters, I didn't really notice or find out any sort of specifics, design sensibilities that I could attribute. Oh yes, this level probably was done by that level designer, or that level was done by that level designer. So far, what we've seen was you get a very undercooked level design-wise, and then just very solid levels, overall. It'd be interesting to see what the levels would have been if they had dedicated level design. Yeah, this is actually I kind of feel like they probably should have invested and expanded a little bit their level design team. Could also just be a time thing as well. Might have less time as well. Yeah, it's just overall it's understandable either way, since this is their first retro FPS. it makes sense that they kind of like their design team was, and they're not big studio, right? They're not big studio. They're not very successful in this studio, as far as I know. Like they're pretty obscure one, so it makes sense in the end. Oh right, look at that. I don't even know if you can call it a lava fall. I guess it kind of counts as a lava fall. Yeah, look at it, how sick it is. Ah, this liquid. I guess you can call it plasma. Oh, this effect reminds me of Minecraft for whatever reason. This like sprite, a particle effect. Alright, we are in for a good time, I hope. There was like literally, I think, one level that used lava in its part, and it's like as a actual like meaningful part of the environment, like an environmental hazard sort of way. So I have a good hopes, you know, this will be similar. Also quite a lot of verticality, looks like. I kind of like it actually. I kind of like how it forces you to look up in a sense, right? And you can see like the scale. Also nicely obscured by the fog, kind of make you speculate about how like actually big this space is. I don't want to jump into it. Needs to be faster on speedy lava. Yeah, I kind of like it. You know how slow it is. I guess lava. I'm not sure if lava would behave like that, but you know it's Warhammer 40k lava. Maybe it's alright. It kind of reminds me of those, you know, videos of like factories where, like a toothpaste factory, when they show you like how they made the substance, kind of. Yeah, this is what it reminds me of, like a toothpaste factory or something. Good lighting haze. Yeah, this. So far, I'm enjoying it pretty much. Us looking up. Anyway, that's. Okay, we're supposed to go up, right? Yeah, you can see. I kind of like that in this this lighting, you don't even see the color of the paint. It doesn't even look like yellow, you know. It's just white, sort of, or like it's desaturated. It kind of makes it a little bit better. Oh, I can hear the puppy cultists. Oh. Okay, that's not the way. Is it the way? What? That was weird for a second. Definitely appreciate the pipe work. Lots of pipes. Which is... What? Oh, the flamer. And I forgot these guys exist. Like the last two levels of second chapter, I don't think they used Zinch enemies at all, right? The demons. So I guess that's a nice mix. Oh yeah, these guys create two horrors. Hello zombie. Hello. Oh, the Zinch corruption looks nice on the pipe. Is someone shooting? Oh yeah, that's. I didn't kill that guy. I like this stylized monster closet. They just like they put texture on it. Yeah, that's a Zinchian monster closet. That's how it looks like. Something makes me feel that this level was, and the previous level that we played last time, the one that I complimented a lot. I feel like they were made by the same person, simply because how the last level feature like actually dedicated positions, right, for AI, for enemies to shoot you from. And this kind of like this monster closet serves in the same way, right? So I'm getting similar design sensibilities in a funny way. God, They defile these beautiful, sexy pipes by this yellow paint. I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess. There are also arrows too. I don't know. Well, I guess you can make an argument that the pipes may be like not the most intuitive way to go for the player, if you think about it. The pipe budget was used well. Yeah, that's for sure. Reminds me of that level from Doom 2016. Oh, is it? You mean the one that featured like big open space that had like a that was also colored in orange, kind of like there was, I think it was kind of like a hub area or something. I'm not sure if you're talking about that one. I think they featured it in the they featured it in the trailers for game. This is the one that comes to my mind if I'm thinking about Doom 2016. That sort of kind of like a factory. What? Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, you're blending with the environment very well. And considering that these guys don't give you any sound cues when they're present in the environment, that can be a bit annoying. Especially considering you can see how he's obscured by the platform he's standing on. You can only see like his horns. Definitely not the most optimal placement of an. Is this like the blue horror survived? No, I don't think so. It's always so funny, you know, when you manage when they place a pink horror in such a place that on their deaths, the blue horrors, they won't just like they will fall like into the pit and won't be able even to spawn, you know. It's always kind of funny. Something very like satisfying about it. Being able to deal with enemies that like didn't even spawn yet. Right, we're going up. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Oh yes! Oh man, I didn't even realize it at first, but actually, they take away all your weapons in the beginning of every chapter. So I'm back to this underwhelming shotgun. Especially, it's especially underwhelming after you tasted the meltagun in this game. Is it really? I'm kind of sad that our like vertical, our climbing sequence is over. Where am I supposed to? Actually, this way? Oh yeah, all right. Okay, in this kind of situation, the yellow paint is justified because even with yellow paint, I was kind of like, I guess this lava fall, this juicy, toothpaste-esque lava fall, obscures your path a bit awkwardly. But even then, I guess this is where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, this is not an obvious way to go at all. Yeah, I guess I understand the yellow paint, at least in this case. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I've usually doubled down on the use of candles, you know, as a guiding way. It's not very intuitive thing for a player to pick up that you should look for the candles, but it's such a Warhammer 40k thing, you know. Put candles in places it's just they don't belong to. I remember them using actual candles, like in one instance of that sequence, you know, where they had like a portal, like a maze with multiple portals that you have to go through, and they would highlight like a passage, a tricky passage too, with the candles. Because this is kind of what they do here, but I don't know. I feel like it's a bit inconsistent. I'm not sure if they do it every time. But it definitely looks much more pleasant than these like awkward yellow paints. The juicy lava paste. that's a good one. I love how it sounds. I love that. It's nice that demons put down the candles for safety. Yeah. You can definitely make some jokes with it too, I think. Because in case of Warhammer 40k, you actually even explain it. You can explain it with like those servo skulls, like flying around, putting candles in all of these places that a normal human would be able to. Like, you even have a way to just get away with it. All right. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit sad that this vertical, like this sequence of verticality is over so quickly. I kind of wish there would be more. Maybe the whole level built like this. Nah, that's probably would be a bit annoying after some time. So I guess who exploded those barrels? Was it you? Oh, I guess that's the plasma guy did it. The interesting thing about taking away all the weapons from the player at the beginning of each chapter, it kind of in a way forces you to reset the enemy progression, right, for each chapter. Since you know that in the beginning the player will have like a very weak arsenal of weaponry, you kind of have to place enemies accordingly, right? Which means you have to sort of reintroduce, right, like the difficulty curve of enemies in each chapter again and again. You have to start like with cultists, then introduce like chaos starters and demons. Which I'm not sure how good it is for the overall pacing of the game. Getting rid of guns encourages exploration too, I guess. Yeah, that's true. It definitely makes you more pressed to explore. That's for sure. I guess there is. Well, I guess the thing that I like about it's like this kind of like a shaking up of the player, you know, putting them out of their comfort zone, right? And saying that, yeah, okay, buddy, for 8 levels you've acquired all these weapons, and now you have to start again, right? From the beginning, sort of. Which it is definitely a bit uncomfortable, I would say. I'm definitely missing a lot of weapons: the plasma rifle, the melter gun. But if you like adjust the enemy, right, the difficulty curve accordingly to that, you kind of diminish this aspect, I guess, of like of novelty in some sense, right? Since the player will deal with enemies that like located according to the to the weapons that they have still, right? Even so. Then I can also see someone speedrunning this without getting gone. But that's two different. Yeah, for speedrunners, that's probably not an issue. I think, actually, yeah, I am. If you're doing no glitchless run, so, like the late weapons are clearly more effective, right? Like the melter gun, for example, is maybe not 10 times, but is considerably better than shotgun. So I assume that even for a speedrunner, this kind of weapon reset is pretty annoying too. Oh man, look at that. Oh boy, we got a proper arena notification. I don't think we've seen this for some time. Or maybe, actually, I guess for the boss in the previous level they did it, and I just didn't notice. That's not a big arena again, just... oh man, that's... Oh boy, it feels a bit claustrophobic, actually. But I will say that I like its layout with the lava kind of like separating it into halves. Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, I'm more and more convinced that this level and previous level were done by the same level designer. Again, you can see like this very efficient and kind of like in a sense like a humble or moderate use. Oh, holy shit! I got Boltgun so quickly. Use of scale of space, right? Like this arena is, man, that's not very good weapon for flamers. It's like, it's not big at all, it's just, it's, oh, the screamers, I forgot about these guys. The stingrays, the cuties. Oh boy. Did you just spawn in front of me, this cultist? Oh no, that's... Please die, please! Yeah, he died. Oh, that was scary. Are we done? Looks like we're done. Okay, yeah, that was really fun actually. Yeah, so you can kind of, yeah, this is pretty good. I like it. The more I think about it, it feels very spacious. It still feels quite, you know, quite expansive, but mainly because of its height, right? The ceiling is very tall. It kind of gets obscured even from certain angles because of the fog, right? Which adds to the feeling. But the actual game space that is available for you is very tight. Again, kind of bordering on the a bit claustrophobic in some instances, maybe even. And we saw that the previous level was also like that. Also was very efficient with its space, right? Especially like again comparing to the previous level that I was criticizing a lot for its like wasting, for creating a lot of, introducing a lot of big open spaces that is just like underused completely, which is again just kind of like is cited, and it's oftenly as kind of like a symptom of junior level designer. It also gives them the opportunity to put you up against some of the more advanced monsters without giving them the weapons they would have had before, which is new. Yeah, that's also true. It is, I guess, yeah, it ends. So, yeah, I guess in this arena, they're kind of... Even so, your weapon arsenal is very limited, right? You get like 4 weapons, basically. They introduce pretty tough enemies. Flamers and, I guess, aspiring champions. But the Terminators, they're not very tough, but yeah, champions and flamers are definitely the tougher ones. So yeah, that definitely helps to fresh things up. And it is kind of like at this point, considering that it looks like I think they exhausted their enemy list, right, and their weaponry. Basically, I think I didn't find the last weapon. Right, in the last stream I didn't find the final one. Everything else was unlocked for me. Hear me out. What if, right, you allow the player to keep some guns instead of none? If right, what? You allow the player to keep some guns? You mean like you could keep, like, you could select the weapons that you keep? Like, e.g. first the gun slot are always kept and the player can sort the guns to which slot they want. You you mean that you can basically assign each weapon to a specific slot, basically, like a customize the hotkeys. Like it, Nightmare Reaper. I am, I am losing the thread. Like, what are you talking about? What is Nightmare Reaper? You can assign guns to a slot, but only the first 2 slots are kept. Oh, okay. So you mean like you have to choose, basically, you can only choose 2 weapons out of all the the arsenal that is available. You mean this? Okay. Like for a second I thought I was just like, my English is like, I was like, my ability to understand in English just started losing and expiring rapidly. Okay, yeah, I get it. I mean, 2 slots. It's, well, Boltgun is not exactly a game that that is kind of follows Doom Eternal, right? And when it comes to its sort of design approach to weapons, where in Doom Eternal, every weapon has utility, basically. You kind of every weapon has some use against specific enemies, right? This is not really the case, but I don't know. I feel like it would be a bit too restrictive, and I guess in some ways wasteful, since, well, I guess you can choose new weapons maybe each level, in the beginning of each level, but and the rest you have to find. Oh, you mean okay, so you can acquire the whole arsenal. It's just you have to basically do a bit of exploration. There are only 5 guns of the play picks up upgrades to admin cap slots. Well, I guess I like the idea about finding weapons purely from the sort of exploration perspective. That definitely adds to that part. Picking some sort of progression system would be nice for sure. In this case, I think they just decided to go a very kind of a conservative approach that is loyal to the old games, Doom, Quake, that kind of stuff. I mean, modern Doom has progression system, right? So that definitely would help to fresh things up. And maybe, I don't know, maybe you kind of, I wish they would go for some sort of progression system. Since again, I think this game has problems with exhausting its 2 main sources of fun, I guess you can say, which is enemies and weapons, right? And they introduce basically all weapons and basically almost all enemies, right, very quickly. So yeah, I mean, I kind of wish they would, at this point especially, they would try to do something more to fresh things up. Maybe not upgrade, it's a bit of habit. I mean, yeah, that's also true. But the more I think about, the more I kind of feel like I wish they would try something. At least something, since okay, we're supposed to go up, right? Yeah, okay, the kind of the theme that we had established or introduced in the beginning of the level, right, with this kind of very vertical driven progression, it kind of keeps on going actually. So I'm glad that it's the case. I also noticed that in the they put a bunch of enemies on these platforms, right? A bunch of cultists, which I I don't know, I kind of wish maybe they would put more enemies up here. I think they like literally put a few cultists and that's it. To kind of add a bit again more verticality to the combat itself, to the arena itself. Maybe I don't know, like spawn a bunch of cultists as like the final sort of wave, kind of, to attract players' attention to maybe to this part, since it's kind of like this is where you're supposed to go, right? Well, the yellow paint does the work. But yeah, that's kind of wish they would maybe use a bit more like hate difference with enemy placement. I'm thinking more how would you keep the exploration but also not get rid of all guns each level. The moment progression is... I mean, the exploration, actually, when it comes to exploration, I feel like the secrets, they should have done a lot more job, a lot of more investment into the secrets, basically. Because from what I've seen in reviews, the secrets are very underwhelming, this one. Basically, every secret they have is just less or more well-hidden item, like a ammo collectible, or like some power-up, or some like special ammo, and that's pretty much it. It's just things that you pick up more or less on your own when you move through the level without any kind of like specific kind of like search. Because if you think about secrets, right, I think they can be a really strong drive for exploration. Like when we think about a good example of secrets, and what comes to my mind immediately, the game that we actually finished on streams is Hedon, which is another retro-inspired FPS that has some really elaborate secrets. That had like a very strong, like they would not just give you some nice, collectible like ammo, power up, that would actually tell you story, right? Some little story, maybe like add to the lore, or maybe just give you like an ability to like explore like some new environment that you haven't seen before. I really wish they would go into that direction of making elaborate, unique secrets that just every time you find one, you feel like, yeah, you discovered something that you weren't supposed to, and a lot of players probably skipped, right? Giving this feeling of exploration to the highest, I would say. So yeah, that's probably like, again, I haven't finished the game. I might be wrong, but from what I've seen in the reviews and multiple ones, the secrets are just they're very bland. And for a game like this, I do not think you can afford to have a bland secrets. Especially when you have games that do much better job at it. Again, like Head-On, for example. Man, I really wish they wouldn't just like put a ceiling up here now instead, and maybe instead, again, to highlight the scale, create the impression of like absolutely absurd scale of the space, to open the ceiling and just like add just enough geometry, right, that kind of goes somewhere up and gets, skewered by the fog in the end. Just like, again, just to suggest to the player that there is something above, that this is just like you're just scratching the surface as you move through this area. It's there is some level, I don't know why I decided to jump. There's something, what I really like about this like very unshameful, kind of like shameless use of fog, right, to obscure to such an extent that you literally can see like the parts of the room that you're in. It's just, again, it's like how it gives you this nice impression. It's like it's not a ceiling, there's something actually going on up here that you can't see. And when you eventually reach this this like the higher level, and you find out actually, yeah, there's actually a ceiling. That's it. It's like the end. That's just, I don't know, it's a bit anticlimactic, it feels. It was just a bit disappointing. that you're like there is nothing for your to tickle your imagination, you know. And again, considering that this is a Warhammer 40k, this is like it's Warhammer. It's all about absurd scales that are just completely inadequate, you know, to like to normal human sort of metrics. Oh, look at this beautiful lava paste. God, I love this. This word. That's suspiciously quiet. Oh, I can go this way. Or that way. Oh, that's another really awkward ramp that is. Yeah, you can even see like why wouldn't you just make it into stairs? And by stairs I mean you wouldn't use like a stair texture. As we figured out during last stream that this game has, it looks like it doesn't feature any stairs, and instead they have like a really nicely like a conceived ramps with stair textures. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they decided to kind of just like put this awkwardly kind of like place texture that again creates this weird feeling of like why there is a ramp that's like so steep. It looks like, again, this is when I look at it, it looks like a slide, you know, the playground that kids could use, you know, for and play around for funsies. Yeah, that would be a very challenging ramp to climb for a normal human. I mean, it looks challenging for a space marine actually, and I'm not even talking about humans. A lava paste. It's that 60-degree leg there ambient. It is like a workout, you know, workout ramp for sure. It's just like someone was really kind of like leaning into this, you know. If you can walk instead of like using elevator, right? Like the common kind of like a doctor sort of advice, like, you know, if you can just walk instead of using elevator, just do that. Just. And someone like took it to an absolute extreme, like, yeah, I am not just going to walk, I'm going to do a complete workout actually with this ramp. But we will take elevator, if there is an elevator. Well, there is a button that does something? Okay, I can hear someone. Okay, that's a lot of people. Please don't throw a yeah, he threw a grenade. That's alright. Oh my god, this guy! The Black Legion doesn't send their best. He literally stepped into his own grenade. Dude. Yeah, no surprise you're worshipping Chaos Goats, dummy. I mean, fighting Terminators when they're above you, and you can't like it becomes very tricky to. I just wasted 3 grenades. What? Oh. Yeah, you know, I don't know. It's again, it is a nitpick, but I guess again it is kind of loyal to the retro, like to the Doom sort of right design approach to enemies. How like relatively simple they are. It definitely looks a bit silly when a Chaos Astartes that is supposed to be like a pinnacle, right? This like genetical, this like post-human fucking perfection created by the Emperor does stuff like that. That's definitely. What? Oh, wait, that's a gate. Okay, so what the button did? I kind of saw that maybe it opened past here, but Actually, no. Maybe no. There's nothing up here too. It's kind of actually interesting how like they put so much emphasis in terms of lighting, right, on this like second level. And so it's definitely for me was like it was very attractive. I was like, okay, this is this where I'm supposed to go, but it's just a dead end. Because there's like literally nothing here. Well, I guess when you get here and you look down, you can see like the pass to the button. So maybe this is the idea, like a bait and switch sort of stuff. Okay, I'll take the grenade. Yeah, I am not really sure what that button did. And I'm not sure if the like if I go down, if I jump down, that's a big commitment, right? I kind of wish they would at least give me a hint, like some games do. Like, does Hrot does that? Oh, I'm thinking about Ultra Kill, because I like watched Ultra Kill. I think the reveal of the new level, like a part of it, when you press a button. Oh, I think. Oh, this is what. Oh man, this is so obscured. Like just. Like the. This is a door. I think this is what opened, right? Actually, I mean, I missed it on my when I got here the first time. I didn't notice it, so I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if this is what opened. Yeah, this is some. This is very confusing progression. Oh man, this is so weird. Anyway, I'll take the key. I guess you can notice it because of the candles, but yeah, I feel like this spot is so much more like attractive for the player. Now there's like little gap that you can notice that there's something. At least I didn't notice it at all, so maybe the idea that you need to get here and realize that this is locked and then go down and open it? Yeah, this is definitely some retro design approach. Needs a candle for them. Yeah, candles would definitely help. That's for sure. And you didn't really see it again. It's just like you don't really see it from below. It's like it's very easily skippable. Also, that looks like one of those, like bank vaults gates, that like they're underground, they're like the most protected ones. Yeah, this is for some, when I look at this, maybe probably because of these pipes. Like for a second I saw that, like, is it the gate that's supposed to open? No, not really. Okay, let's go up. Again, very interesting story of mysteriously how these containers got up in this dead end, and how someone managed to put them like stack like this. Because yeah, there is no crane above, and even if there was a crane, the container wouldn't fit through it. Oh, that's okay. That's a projectile in the face that I didn't want to eat. Well, I'll say that I am digging all this like lava falls, lava pastes that basically serve. They obscure your line of sight really nicely. I guess I can shoot through them, right? Yeah, I can. That's a nice room. I like it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't unsee like the toothpaste factory associations. They just maybe because of the pipes too. Constant like because there are pipes everywhere. Well, it's kind of funny how these guys are just like moving out of this corridor, seemingly unaware of me. I'll be honest, I'm very confused by the use of these statues since I mean, we are not in the Adeptus Mechanicus facility, right? It's a ship, but still, it's like it is a statue of a space marine with like a skull, right, for a face, which again kind of makes me think about more like some burial setting, you know, like something connected to the tombs or shrines. But they really like putting them everywhere. And this is definitely more of like my kind of like experience from working on Space Marine 2 comes in, because we have a lot of statues like this, and we have different settings, and for each setting we have a statue that's like appropriate for each that particular setting. And this, like when I look at that statue, this is not like an industrial setting statue. Again, it's more like more ceremonial, you know, one. Yeah, again, more just a nitpick. Oh. Yeah, it is kind of interesting how, in terms of the like the density, right, of the details in environment turrets, like this room, I don't know, feels like, can you call it like the golden? Well, that's not golden middle in English. What do you call it? Like the perfect middle ground. Since you can see, like there are a lot of actually just like flat, barren walls, but there's also they don't really feel flat, right? The space, well, maybe like this particular section of the setting feels a bit empty, but overall, this room feels like a good balance of like very like reasonable distribution of like details through the environment. This is where they make the ceremonial lava paste. What is ceremonial lava paste? How would? Yeah, that's the secret that I'm talking about. Nice secret of 100 armor. Thank you. What? Excuse me, buddy. What is wrong with you? Yeah, that is weird why he couldn't vault on this edge. Oh, that's the arena actually. Well, that didn't look like arena to me. That's surprising for sure. Oh, we got the power up. Where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go this way? Man, this is awkward. Yeah, I have to go up. The sad thing is, I don't even remember. Look at this guy. He just the aspiring champion got stuck in the. Okay, the power up is over. Oh no, he got chosen. Oh boy, all the 300 armor is just wasted. And use the grenade too. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! This guy. Oof, that was kind of scary. And also low on health. Wow, okay, yeah, that's yeah, that's I didn't expect that actually. This is pretty tough. Oof, yeah, dealing with aspiring champions without like plasma rifle, for example, or grenade launcher. In a special, like again, look at these spaces, like they're very tight, very confined. There are lava everywhere. Holy shit, there is Terminator behind me? Oh my holy shit! Oh my, wow, this guy is... He just jumped into the lava, wow. Okay, it looks like they all just come down to me from the upper levels, which is, I mean, convenient. Okay, let's go up. No, no, maybe not. Oh, yeah, that's... Even if you wait for them on the lower level. Why did you... Okay, that... Yeah, the fact that the chainsword snap can be quite inconsistent like that in a situation like this is really annoying. Oh, another secret. Okay, this is weird. This time I don't think I fought against two aspiring champions. I think I killed only one. Or maybe I didn't notice how I killed the second one. Yeah, that's weird. Went from 0 to 1000 real fast. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I am... Yeah, this arena is confusing, I'll say that. I feel like the idea is supposed to be that you're kinda... I forgot about the telegram. Sorry. The idea is that you have to kinda like move through level, you know, level by level, like clearing enemies on your way until you reach the top. But the problem is, oh, this is the end of the level actually. Enemies they just all go down to you. Like, they are not waiting for you on the upper levels. They can just like come down for your convenience. So you can see where like the majority of the fight happened. I love this. I love this so much. I like all the sprites of the corpses. Is it a aspiring champion? No, I think it's just a normal Chaos Astartes. Yeah, you can see like where I killed most of these guys. That's actually very nice. I like it. Yeah, like the second attempt, like the first try, the first time, right? I kind of tried to play it is in a more like intentional way. I think. Yeah, I was moving around. I was climbing up, and then I met two sparring champions, and it all went downhill very quickly. Which actually, oh, hello GMBT, hello. Actually, I am not sure. I mean, I love aspiring champions. I think they're one of the best enemies in this game, but I think this is the case where aspiring champion, like the enemy, does not fit the layout very well. Since when you see aspiring champion, what do? You try to run away from them, especially like in this kind of space, right? That's what I did at least. And this is just, well, even if you could do it, I mean, I failed. We could probably do it better. But you still go down in the end of the day, right? Like the whole idea of this, you kind of like climbing up, like overcoming obstacle by obstacle, kind of like clearing level by level. It doesn't work because all your progression, all your work just gets reset the moment you see a sparring champion and you like run away from them. It's kind of reminds me of this. Oh man, that's like a spoilers for John Wick, the last John Wick. But that's a minor one, okay? If also I guess spoiler warning. There's a nice sequence toward the end of the film where he has to climb a very long stairs, you know, and they're like enemies on his way. It's like literally like a video game level in some sense. So I mean, I guess you can say the whole John Wick is just like video game levels, sort of. And so he like climbs, he covers a big chunk of the stairs, like beating everyone, and then like one guy comes in and just kicks him, and he like rolls in a very like, wow man, that sequence was very painful to watch. You know, just like falls and rolls down like to the beginning of the staircase. This is kind of how it felt. but in the film it is funny. It is funny. You feel very bad for Keanu Reeves for rolling through all these stairs. But when it happens to you in a video game like this, it doesn't feel good at all. It's just like it's just terrible. It's just terrible. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like aspiring champion does not belong to this arena. If you want to again do this kind of like a conquering verticals, kind of like a conquering story. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's kind of unfortunate that my second try, where I was just like stayed very safely on the lower level, it was very easy, almost trivial to some extent to clear this. In a sense, it's kind of like this arena fell to a door problem, right? To some extent. Seems it's just still so much safer to stay in the beginning, right? Here, and wait for enemies. Oh, like here, I guess. For enemies to come down to you. Yeah. Maybe you could just prevent, you do some custom scripting and force enemies to stay on the upper floors, and again remove the aspiring champion since he feels very antithetical to this whole place. So this is the exit actually. But there is another level. Is it just a secret? That's kind of weird how you can. I guess that's just a secret. Well, not a secret, just a bunch of collectibles for you to pick up. Okay. Alright, that's one level that I managed to finish in 1 hour. Actually, that's a normal pacing for me. I'm not sure why I'm happy. Oh my, look at that. This time I have lots of lava paste, but plus cathedrals. I love that. Promethium supply. The heretics have taken control of one of the crown's promethium pipelines. The holy fuel must flow unimpeded. Reclaim it for the Emperor and continue your ascent. Okay, got it. I did not mean to do that. Oh, Nurglings! Oh, that's a nice welcoming party. Straight out of the monster club. Actually, that's definitely too. Yeah, this guy too. God, I hate you. Okay, that's not the beginning that I expected, but you know, I guess a nice subversion of expectations. Yeah, we're switching to Nurglings very fast. Like up to the Nurgle army, I guess. Oh god, these guys. Oh, there is. Is it like a lava paste bucket? Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, look at this. This is pretty cool. Again, this is not the first time happened. They keep spoiling beautiful, gorgeous vistas or just areas in their loading screens. Why are you doing that? Come on, just don't be like that. You do a disservice to your level in this way. God damn it. Oh, this is it? No, that's not the exit gate. For a second I thought that was the exit one. That would be kind of cool, like a nice change of pace to show a player the exit gate like from the beginning. I think there are levels in Doom, right, or Quake, I think, that are done like that. Okay, let's explore. Let's I assume I need to get to up here. Man, this place is big, that's for sure. Can they even hit me, I wonder? Well, actually these guys can. Ow. Man, they really love spamming their Nurglings in this level. Yeah, I don't know, something tells me that this level was done by a different level designer. Considering like the sharp increase in the scale. Oh, I like it. I really like this like very narrow corridor. With this lava paste on the left getting so close to you. So there's this guy. Huh? Yeah, that's a bit of cheese. I'll take it. Because I hate you. Okay, I'm just back. Is there a secret? Yep. Again, just a bunch of ammo. I don't think there is a reason to go up. Doesn't look like there is anything. Okay, don't waste this weapon on these guys. Maybe not. Maybe that was again still the same level designer. Like I'm just thinking about this monster closet. I don't know, like something about this, like the way they use monster closets, right? Again, like this like sort of elevated platform for enemies for you to like to ambush from or like to shoot you from. That's like I don't know. This feels like a very specific kind of like a design style, maybe you can say. That makes me think about like of one person that did that. Okay, they put a gate here. Man, the pattern recognition kind of like part of my brain just I can't help unsee that it's like some sort of robot, you know, with like with 3 eyes and a goofy like face, like a goofy mouse or something. I just like I immediately read it like as some sort of goofy, weird, cartoony robot thingy. Man, that's just the more I look at it. Oh yeah, that's a weird one. Yeah, that's like also that's just like such an interesting texture. Like it's so detailed, but I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. It's like a pipes that are going through something. And I guess it doesn't help that like this texture is so highly detailed and it gets repeated just like twice in a row without any, you know, attempt to hide it or anything like that. Yeah, that tastes like arena to me. The smell. Is it a skeleton? It's like a skeleton in the wall? Kinda looks like it. Oh, what's this? Graph cannon? What? Oh, that's the weapon that we didn't unlock yet. What? Why would you give me this weapon before giving all the other ones? What? I really like the lighting effects, like the god rays, like the constant god rays that coming out of like this, I don't know, this energy or like whatever cell, whatever it is. Yeah, that's nice. That's a pretty cool effect. Yeah. Okay, we got our final weapon. I guess it's like a BFG or something, right? Similar to that. Actually, do they? I don't remember any depiction of like a grab weapon in any sort of like a fan animation, like official animation, or like even in concept art. Actually, I feel like this is such a rare weapon, like lore-wise. Yeah, that's. All of these look like monster closets to me, right? Considering like how many of them, or at least maybe these are monster closets. Yeah, I don't know. This whole place screams to me. Yeah, that's a skeleton actually. That's a pretty cool one. A skeleton. This one feels more like a decoration rather like a real human being was, you know, entombed into the wall. That still looks pretty good. It sucks people into where you am. Isn't it supposed to like? Does it like create like? Yeah, it likes create like a literal sort of what do you call it? Like a black hole, maybe you can say, like a micro black hole that sucks everything, right? Yeah, this gun looks pretty good. I like it. I like the effect. The shooting effect. That's pretty good too. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I guess we'll test on the better enemies, stronger ones, in a second. Something tells me we'll... Huh? Machinery malfunction, praying to Omnisire. Please find alternative transport. Are you... Oh, okay, now we're in arena. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. Okay, I enjoy it. I enjoy this little elevator joke. Yeah, I expected to backtrack. Oh my god, I'm low in health. I'm so low in health. Okay, that's... Holy shit, that's yeah, that's pretty good. I destroyed that plague toad. Oh boy, I need some medkit, please. Give me some medkit. Not the Terminator. Oof, okay, that's a tough. Okay, maybe I shouldn't use it on cultists. God, okay, the chainsword becomes so unreliable. It's kinda annoying. All right, yeah, that was a waste of graph cannon. God, this arena is so tight. Oh. What? Wait, have you seen it? I died with 4 health. What is this bull? What happened here? Okay, let's just save. Let's try to be a bit more, a bit smarter with use of grab cannon. Yeah, one thing that I dislike about this arena is how yeah, that was not enough, unfortunately. Yeah, the fact that these guys love to jump. Oh man. Yeah, that's... wow, okay. Yeah, what I dislike about it is how they don't give you any medkits at all in this one. And considering that you don't know with what kind of amount of health I will be here when the arena starts, is just... man, what is... oh. Yeah, it's so tight, and the Nurglings. God, the Nurglings are annoying. Okay, yeah, that's it's a bit awkward. It looks like the plasma cultists are actually doing a lot of damage to... I kind of didn't notice before. Man, how are you serious? And you give me no health? Really? Yeah, no problem. Thank you for stopping by, GMDT. Was it your birthday? Well, If it was, then happy birthday. Hopefully it was a good one. Yeah, I am actually. I'm not even sure what to think about this one. It's like it's so tight. Again, it's such a narrow arena. There is like. Thank you. It was a good one. Well. Yeah. I just. Yeah, there are so many enemies that I have no idea how you're supposed to dodge them. There are the plague toads that if you get close to them, they have like the tongue attack. I don't know how you can dodge it really in space like this. There are all these cultists that shoot a lot of projectiles, like that. Again, in such close quarter combat is pretty easy to get hit to. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can even just. Yeah, this is where the plague toad came from. Let's just autosave. I feel like I have a decent amount of health. Yeah, like this attack. Like how you just... Like the problem is, all of these enemies, Snorglings, Plague Toads, Lesser Plague Toads, they're all jumping enemies. They like keep jumping, and they're all like very chaotic in their sort of like behavior and movement. And it's just... It's... In space like this, it's just... okay. Okay, I am dead. Let's reload. So let's use... Yeah, let's just kill that guy. Man, can you... Yep, that's it. Like how I'm supposed to dodge all that damage coming my way? Like the shotgunners... God, okay, yeah, that's... God, this is bad. This is like the first arena that I am like actually frustrated by in a bad way. There's a Terminator. Okay, I have lots of health now. Somehow, I didn't even notice how I acquired so much. Yeah, that was pretty tough. And tough in not a good way. Yeah, this is basically like it's kind of funny how like the previous two arenas that we've been through, right? They both had basically two similar, equal problems of using enemies that are just they run contrary to the layout, right? In the previous arena, we had a aspiring champion that actually I think would be pretty good in this arena. But in the previous one, it was kind of like contradictory to the whole idea of like climbing up, right, and progressing up. In this one, you have like very confined space filled with many enemies that are very chaotic in their movement, right? That is just like there are like so many of them that spawn all around the place. It's just getting hit is just it's something that is I don't know. Like I have no idea if there's like a way to avoid any damage at all. I feel like there are a lot of damage that you just get hit, and you can't avoid it. You have to take it. It's like a DPS race in some sense. Yeah, but when you get into the situation when you cannot avoid damage, there's like because of there's like this juxtaposition of confined space with a lot of various enemies that move erratically, hit you almost like hit you guaranteed, right? Their hit is guaranteed, like the plague toads. If they get close to you, you're going to hit by their tongue. There's no way around it. The shotgunners too. I mean, yeah, that was a very challenging arena, and challenging in a bad way. Honestly, you know what it feels like? Like this arena feels like they had a junior designer. Oh yeah, maybe this actually was again the case of one level designer blocked out the arena, the layout, and then second designer, again like the junior designer that had less experience, that came in to fill the layouts, the spaces with encounters. And this is what they did. They put a lot of enemies that just don't fit the arena at all, and created very frustrating experience. Otherwise, that's kind of how it feels to some degree. Man, there are like so many. There's so many buttons. I guess they all lead to the same place. That's kind of interesting, elevator redundancy. I guess actually all of these were monster closets, right? These were monster closets. I'm not sure these were. Probably? Yeah, this is like the elevator that we took that was broken. Yeah, okay. Oh, I think we're back, right? I think we got to the end of this big open area that we entered in the beginning, right? This is, I think I remember this. Or recognize it rather. Yeah. We are back to this place. Okay. That was a detour. Yeah, look at. Look at these statues. I think these are new actually, but they feel much more appropriate. I mean, I guess there's a cathedral, so there are these guys that. And also there is this kind of like a Mechanicus figure, right? A Mechanicus statue. It also fits. Feels more appropriate to this setting, to this environment. I'm really digging this, like these cables coming out of the back. Sound like a backpack. And of course, their iconic, like a cog axe. Actually, I don't know how to call this, like weapon. And that like a very common weapon for tech priests. Cog axe? Hmm. Oh, that's kind of nice how you can get behind these guys and ambush them. Yep, I expected you. I don't know. Nothings. They're really just like kids, you know, and the way that like, they place them in a container. It really like pushes the like the association with kids, you know, like mischievous kids who sing like, yeah, we're going to hide in this container, and the big uncle space marine won't notice us, and we will ambush him when he approaches this container. It's like this. I don't know. That's I kind of like it. It's like it's such a it's such a simple, trivial kind of like encounter, right? It's just they put a bunch of Norglings in container that aggro on you when you approach it. But it's just, it has such a nice flavor to it. Like that these guys are hiding here, waiting for me. Oh man, it's really visible how there's like, this is just a wall. There's like actually no corridor. That's alright. You know what I've been thinking all this time? During the first level too, remember that this is supposed to be a ship. Actually, we're supposed to be inside of like a spaceship. I'll say that. I'll kind of like I have to make some conscious effort, you know, to remember this part. Just that I'm actually inside of a spaceship. Even so, I guess you can make an argument that that guy, I think I got stuck. Bad for you. That the spaceships in Warhammer 40k, they're enormous, right? Their scale is also just silly if you think about it. I don't know if the crown. I mean, it's from the cutscene. It looks like the crown is just like one of the. It's like a battle barge, something, right? I'm not really a lore expert on spaceships in Warhammer 40k, so they're pretty big, that's for sure. But I don't know. I kind of wish they would at least give us maybe some glimpses of spaces, you know, space outside, because this definitely feels like just like a factory, right? Just like a normal, average factory setting. Okay, that looks like another detour that we have to take, right? I do think this... Yeah, this looks like a dead end. Huh, and the gate that looks like the one that they opened, right? Just a moment ago, but... Maybe in Monster Closet? Actually, I want to get inside the cathedral. What? Huh? Oh, I am inside the cathedral. Okay, that's not really okay. This is kind of disappointing because I didn't even notice that I was just like moving through these. Yeah, I guess the stained glass, the windows, they're placed a bit high. You can kind of like skip them as you move around. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing actually. That this is the cathedrals. They're basically this is just a corridor, a glorified corridor. Which I guess fits the Warhammer aesthetics. But still. Okay, hopefully the next arena that we will have won't be that bad as the last one. Yeah, this... Yeah, I'm not sure about that room, again, how it is... Oh. Take all the grenades again. Okay, this is where we're supposed to go, I guess. Nope. I wonder who it is. Oh, look at him go! Trying to reach me. Man, I don't even know where I'm shooting at. I'm just shooting approximately in the direction of the enemy. Oh boy, that's a lot of drones. I kind of forgot about you guys. Yeah, ground weapon is pretty good against them. Oh. That was kind of funny how I was kind of expecting this guy to explode on landing. So I don't really know a lot about like the lore behind the blow drones. Is it a demon? Is it like a demon engine, right? It's basically a machine that is possessed by like a demon spirit or something like this. Which is honestly such a demon engine. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's I remember correctly then. When you think about it, it's such a cool concept, right? Especially like a Helldrake, for example, considering this like the idea of this kind of like a ship, right? Being merging together with a pilot, literally, right? And then being like possessed by this spirit that like turns into the like abomination. Really cool concept. Feels a bit even, I don't know, underused by like Chaos faction in some sense. I can hear you guys laughing. Oh, I can drop. Oh, is it like a shortcut? That's a pretty good... Is it a cog? Does it even qualify as a cog? Kinda looks like... It looks coggy on the other side. So I guess it does. I'm not sure. Is it a shortcut? Let's do it. Huh, I don't... Wait. This is where I came from, right? This is the beginning of the level, actually. This is the entrance, right? Yeah, this is... Oh, wow. That I am... Well, I guess it makes sense, since I... This is where I go to... On the upper level. So... I guess they opened this? It was like it was locked by a gate, maybe? In the beginning? Kinda interesting how, like, the game doesn't even tell you that... That happened. That's just like a shortcut got unlocked. I just stumbled upon it accidentally. Man, the fact that that explosive barrel didn't hit the lesser Plectoad. Yeah, that's bullshit. Oh, I can go up. Or maybe not. Okay, can I go into this? Yeah, probably not. That would be kind of cool if you could, if like your progression paths involved like moving through these like corridors, and where you have to avoid these lava paste buckets. Can you even call them buckets? Probably not. There's probably like some fancy like industrial term for these. Alright, that opened on its own. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks like another shortcut. Yeah, okay, that was overall, apart from that one very frustrating arena, that was like a pretty nice area overall. Like, it's very like classy detours that you have to take into like some tech corridors, right? That provide a nice kind of like a contrast in scale to the like big open hole, I guess you can call it. So that was good. Yeah, this is a big arena, all right. Reminds me of some Quake maps, actually. I guess you can say that like there are a lot of arenas that remind me of like a modern Quake maps in the modding community. What is this laughter? Oh my. Okay. All right. Oh, that looks exciting. Yeah, I guess I have to go this way. Why are there no enemies? Okay, there are enemies now. This is a dead end. Yeah, I have to go this way. Okay, this is the way. Okay, that's a drone. I'll just ignore it for now. Oh man, that was the wrong way to go. Fuck. I think I have to go this way. Yeah, the yellow paint. I'm actually happy to see you this time. That's another drone. Well, I guess they're not that bad. You have to move constantly. That's a toad. And I will also ignore. Go this way. Oh. Yeah, I'll just use Graph Cannon. These guys are too tanky. Okay, that was this is the end of the level. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I guess you can't really call it an arena in the traditional sense. More of just like a timer-based puzzle, right? With some enemies serving as an obstacles on your way. But yeah, that was again, this is one of those like level-specific scenarios and events, right? That make I feel like the game needs them. Like each level should provide something unique in this regard, because of again the fact that like they exhausted all their enemies, all their weapons pretty much. That was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Not very difficult. I guess it kind of depends actually. You can maybe, if you try to actually kill everyone on your way, that can be quite a challenging one. It's like the plague toad, the drones. I guess you have a graph cannon always as a kind of like the final solution. But yeah, I wonder, can you? Probably most of the players will just run past everyone, right? That's probably like the most common behavior you can like kind of expect of just players like anxiously trying to run past everyone to get to the top. I'm thinking about what kind of enemies they could use that could maybe maybe aspiring champions would be kind of interesting actually, since they're very good at chasing you. I guess you can run away from them is like by jumping from like one level to another, for example, easily. Yeah, what I liked also is how the progression, like it's not just you have to run, right? It's not like simply running to the top through the enemies. There is actually a bit of a like, arguably the most challenge comes in this sequence from the fact that sometimes, like several times, the progression is not obvious actually, right? You have to kind of like on the go figure out like, do you have to go like left or do you have to go right? Right? You kind of like you have to look around and quickly understand, is it the path that I have to go? Is it just a dead end, right? Or in some instances where you have to kind of like you have to jump in order to get to like to the upper level, which they kind of spoiled with like the yellow paint, like used as a like very explicit right mark of your pass. But it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense for the sequence that they decided to go for such again like very explicit kind of guidance. I'm sure I can imagine is that a lot of players without that yellow paint were very confused about where to go. That's that looks pretty plausible. Yeah, but otherwise a cool section. Yeah, I am really happy that we didn't get like a traditional, again, like the traditional combat arena. Even so, again, that was maybe not as hard, right? Not as hard, not as challenging, but still more preferable, I think, than to your traditional combat sequence. Alright, second level done, and we are not even I guess it's actually still, it's almost 2 hours. Yeah. This galvanic temple is, so we have galvanic forge shrine. This temple is one of the crown's many forges. Purging it of heretical influence will assist our defensive efforts. Push forward and sanctify in the name of the Emperor. Alright. Nope. I really like this texture in particular. Really nice detail to it. Oh wait a sec, that's a button actually. I didn't even notice that there was a button because of the shotgun. Okay, we need to find the key. Got it for the gate. Oh, we have a... Alright, we have 2 gates that we need to unlock right from the get-go. Got it. Cauldron smelts. Oh yeah, you call this those like the moving buckets from the previous level. Yes, they're called cauldrons, right? That's more like appropriate term instead of big lava bucket. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, that's actually. I can go this way. I can try to go up. And is it a dead end? Actually, there's a way to go too. Oh. All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is what I was talking about when in one of the arenas in the previous level when for a sense of scale it would be really cool for them in order instead of just making normal ceiling, like to add this kind of like a hole that leads somewhere beyond, and you can just kind of like, you don't really see much. You can only see like the fog, maybe some of these gorgeous god rays, but that's pretty much it. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good example of this, like kind of like suggesting like the actual scale, like the bigger scale of the space. So that's pretty good. And so we even have to jump, right? That's kind of like they even like accenting even more, like kind of like attracting players' attention, right? Since you literally have to like jump on this construction. Increasing the chances of the player like appreciating this view. Oh my, we finally got a vengeance launcher. I'm so happy to see you. Non-cannon weapon. I guess it's your cannon now, but it took you long enough. Right, that was just like a, I guess it was like a nice portion of exploration, right? That we talked about, that like Triangle talked about earlier, about how like this reintroduction, like this reset of weapons that are available for the player, that like adds like additional kind of like a nice level to the exploration, right? Making like the exploration more significant, since like the player is incentivized to explore more for the weapons. Okay, that looks like the only way for us to go, actually. That's kind of like a nice example, I think, of an area that feels very open, right? Like with lots of verticality. You can go on the left, you can go on the right, you can go up, you can go down. But actually, well, there is only one path to go. It's very linear. And it's just, it feels like basically it's still like basically a bit of like a corridor, right? If you think about it. But it doesn't feel like corridor at all, actually. So that's pretty nice. It's kind of like I guess you can say, a good example of an area that, even so it's linear in nature, creates this like illusion of openness, right, for the player. It's just something that you want to strive for, like maybe. Wait, what? Oh, this is. Oh man, this is so confusing. This is like this little room, like how barren it is. Like look at these walls without any decoration. That's kind of weird. Especially like, just look at that. Look at this room. Look at how the amount of details, just like holy shit. And then look at this room. That's a bit of a jarring transition, I would say. Yeah, it's like 90% of the budget was spent on the previous section. Oh no, we're back. We are back to the gorgeous corridors. Yeah, there is like a level right below us. I don't see a good way to. Yeah, that's just lava. Yeah, I guess I'll just go into this open hatch. Oh, we got out the first key. It is funny how you clearly, they just spawned them silently, right? They weren't present when I was like walking above, looking down. Or maybe I was just blind. Okay, maybe actually I'm not sure. There is a good chance maybe that I just didn't notice them as I was looking down. But I feel like they just spawned them when you pick up the key and open the door. Just like very, very sneaky spawn. Should have just shot the barrel. Waste of a grenade. Okay, that's another gate. Okay, I'll keep you in mind, magenta buddy. Is it a shortcut? No, actually that looks like... Oh no, it is a shortcut. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'll remember. This is where I'm supposed to go for the magenta one. Sure. Oh, look at that. That's a cool area. So you can see the magenta key immediately. And that's a power-up. Also, I need to check what that power-up does. Just increase your damage. Alright, that's straightforward. I think they will enemies, yeah, they spawn when you... That's a sparring champion, but thankfully I have a power-up. Yeah, you can just eat the bolter weapon. Oh yeah, that was okay. That was pretty clean. Yeah, this is the arena that feels like it was made with a power-up in mind, right? How when you enter it. I'm not sure about the key. I feel like I was a little bit lucky, right? Spotting the key right from the beginning. Maybe they could do a bit more work on like how you enter the area, maybe, or how you like frame the key for the player. But I think they did a good job at like putting the power up in the most visible place. Actually, I think some enemies were also like literally triggered right when I picked up the power up. But I guess okay, that's not a big problem that you don't see key from the beginning immediately, since when you pick up the power up, you basically the only way for it to go is up, right? And then there are like a bunch of cultists, but then the bulk of enemies spawn when you actually pick up the key, so you have plenty of opportunities to notice that. I wonder actually, okay, I wonder if the fact that you can pick up the key first, right? If you can just like run away from the arena, since it doesn't look like they close you, they lock you off. Yeah, this one feels a bit of a like a minor arena, I guess you can say. I really appreciate the big contrast in the lighting, right? It's kind of like this combination that feels very nice of kind of like the bluish, like a cold-ish lighting on top, and like more of a varmish is it even a word? Varmish lighting on the bottom. This is like a nice like a fog carpet. I don't know how you call it, like this nice fog that covers the floor. That's like a really nice, memorable area, right? Just on its own, even like without the kind of like a good juxtaposition, is like all the other areas are like very red in their colored lighting. Like, yeah, again, like you can see how on the nose in some sense, like this transition, right, in between the colors. Yeah, I'm back into the angry red area. Yeah, I'll just ignore you guys. I think you're here, right? Yeah. Oof! Oh my god, this... Oh, wow, that's... I deserve it. I deserve to be jump scared by the blue horror. I disrespected him, and I paid the price. Oh, you can see like the transition. Again, we are entering into a cold space now. And again, more of this like nice fall carpet. I'm really digging that effect. I just wasted that barrel, but it's okay. Okay, that's another area where you can just pick up the key. But man, it's such a big room. Also symmetrical, looks like. Hmm. Yeah, I wonder if I can just like... I can just run. Yes, you can! Oh, no, you can't. Alright, alright, alright. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I'm sorry for doubting you. Okay, I can see the blue guys. Okay, maybe I should hold the high ground. I consider it like the way up, right? What's that? Oh wait, does it mean... Is that button responsible for the gate? Wait, no, that's... Okay, I have no idea what... Maybe I opened something... Some other door? Yeah, this is kinda... That's interesting that... That I can do this, like in the middle. Maybe that door is opened? No, it's not. Yeah, I have no idea what that button did. Take the grenade. Yes, please. Oh, there is a... Wow, there is a... Okay, there is a... On the jump pack with the jump pad. This is... I mean, I guess I'll take it. Oh, that's a Lord of Change. That's a Lord of Change. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't miss you, buddy. I really didn't. And like the feathers effect that he leaves after teleport is pretty cool. I'll grant him that. Yeah, that was not worth it. The amount of health I lost by doing that. Stylish finisher. Nah. Yeah, I guess like it's... I don't know. Worth it. Yeah, I'm really not feeling the way they use bosses. Like the way bosses are done in this game. They like the Lord of Change has... In funny way, he has like a similar problem with the sorcerer, right? That had last time. That basically, he has one attack that is kind of like a laser that attack that sorcerer has. That is doesn't have almost any telegraphing to it, and it hits you. Like again, the damage is guaranteed. You can't avoid it once you're in like a line of sight of the boss. And this is like basically the only attack that is dangerous. Every other like projectile based attacks, they are so easily avoidable because of again like kind of the scale of the space and how it's easy for you to like shoot from a long distance. They don't really pose threat apart from that like one particular attack that is just very annoying to deal with. Lord of Change kind of suffers from the same issue that the sorcerer does. I feel like don't remember the Great Unclean One, since we fought him only once. It is kind of funny how like we fought. Is it the fourth time? Is it like the fourth Lord of Change that we defeated in the whole game? Like this greater demon entity that is like one of the strongest entities like in the universe, and we defeated them like 4 of them in a row. Yeah. Oh, look at that! Look at that shortcut. Very sneaky. Yeah, I don't care about you, buddy. For a second, I thought that was like the exit gate. Yeah, that's a pretty cool asset. I guess you can say texture rather. Is there anything interesting in this level? Nope. Wait a second. Where am I supposed to go again? Wait. Oh, that's a fucking button. Because, oh man, this is so bad how like this. Wow, I have no idea what's happening here. But it's like literally like a collectible obscuring the button. Not the most optimal placement, I'll tell you that. Oh, that's the exit. Okay. Okay, that is it. Yeah, this is again a pretty, I guess you can say in some way, classy action, like action video game sequence, right? With a player ascending or like descending on the elevator while enemies are shooting them from the platforms as they like move in the elevator. Yeah, I don't know, it kind of feels a bit short. I wish it'd be just a bit longer and maybe a little bit more elaborate. Maybe like they could give more, they put more enemies but like more covers for the player on the elevator, right? And maybe like making the elevator bigger. But I'll take it. Oh. your body. You shouldn't. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah. It's kind of like another example, right, of a level kind of like ending with a bit of an unconventional sequence, at least in the context of the game, right? In the previous level, you had to do this like a nice times-based challenge by climbing the arena, I guess you can say, while the lava raises. And here we have this like a nice elevator sequence. So that's a pretty cool. I like it. "25 minutes. Man, the levels are getting shorter, right? I don't think I'm spending less time on them. Like, oh, we have a grand elevator. We are getting better. I mean, considering the amount of tries I have to take in order to finish that arena, that frustrating one. I guess this is how I'll refer to it, like the frustrating one. I don't know. Oh, I can see some lasers. I can see some bits of foreshadowing. Interesting. Okay, we have you've made your way out of the bowels of the crown. Enter the grand elevator, find the controls and ascend. Beware, it seems the heretics have already hitched a ride. Alright, hopefully this level won't be red anymore. I'm getting tired of red. Oh boy, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, I am concerned with the sparring champion. Yes. I'll just kill you with grapple. Yeah, I'm not risking it. Oh, I forgot that I have the grenade launcher. Okay, that's a good start. A grand grey instead. I will take anything grand if it's not red for in this situation. Who's making that noise? It's actually kind of creepy. Now it's gone. Okay, that was a little bit unsettling. Where's where supposed to go? Oh, maybe it's just an ambient actually. Yeah, it's kinda just like everywhere, like the laughter. Maybe it is an ambient. This is like my hopium. Oh, I guess it opens the gate. Okay, I was for a second I was very concerned that the gate behind me closed. I was expecting some very unpleasant encounter in a closed space, but thankfully it was... Oh boy, that's I can't even... Is it a ceiling or is it just like a fucking void? Revered mechanicus machinery, glory to the Omniscient, praise the great... Oh, this is elevator! Holy moly, this is This is one hell of an elevator. Remember that we're still inside of a ship? Yep. Oh, lots of lasers too. Also, oh yeah, they kind of look like they serve as more as a transparent walls. It looks like. Right, so you can basically see what's inside the room, but it looks like I need to enter through the door still. Doesn't even look like there's anything interesting actually, at least in this one. Oof, okay. This elevator, it just reminds me of some terrain, you know, from the Warhammer 40k, from the tabletop. They're like literally very similar, like mechanical structures. Who is it running in the background? Boy, this is a big space. Oh my, look at that. Identified controls, partial, message, holy omniscient. For motion, praise, engage, switches. Got it. Thank you, buddy. Oh my, that doesn't look good. Does it hurt? I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't. It kind of reminds me of the toxic pool, right? From the previous stream. But no, it's not toxic pool. It's just a normal water, I guess. I don't know, just a little bit hot. Nothing that a space marine can handle. Okay, so this is a red gate. I assume there must be like a key or something inside, since like these lasers they serve as a really good like attention attractors, right? Yeah, there's like more on the other side. Let's check them out. Since like it's one big open area, you need a very strong, right, landmarks for the player. No, that's just vortex grenade. I don't have a good history with those. Huh, the purple lighting? This is very suspicious. Why like this section is... Oh boy, that's a long way to fall. Yeah, this area is definitely is very good at creating like this sense of being overwhelmed. Skeletons are just being dramatic. Yeah, pretty much. Drama queen skeletons, you know, one of those. Yeah, I am not really sure where I'm supposed to go. I just go down as you... Oh, there is no down, actually. That's like the lowest level, actually. Huh. Okay, well... I see something purple up here. No. No, this is like the area where I was before. That's confusing. Maybe I should go up? Oh, like that's the good ramp. The ramp that looks like a stairs, actually. I don't know, for some reason I'm very happy when I see one of those. What's the point of this? I'm so confused why they decided to color purple. Like to put so many purple lamps in this particular section. You would think it's connected to the key somehow, to the purple or like magenta. I'm sorry, key, but it doesn't look like it. It's just maybe I should go up. Maybe I'm actually wrong about my direction I should go. It definitely adds to the atmosphere that like it's just there is no one around, you know? I'm just like running around on my own. I think I can jump on this, yeah. But it doesn't feel like the right way to go still. Wow, that's just a dead end. Wow, that's yeah, I am okay, oh! Wait, what? Huh? What? Oof. How did I miss this one? They literally put the one of the keys in front of the... Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, we are moving actually. Okay, alright. Yeah, this place is an arena. Definitely feels a bit too much. Yeah, I can see the guy. Well, not anymore. It's literally, you know, it is funny how like this arena, considering how big it is, you literally have engaged in some like pixel hunting, you know? This is this term from the like the old adventure, like point and click adventure games. Where like the logic of progression is so obscure that you often have to like just come to clicking randomly on the screen in hope of like doing something right. This is how I feel right now. Okay, okay, I can see, yeah, looks like this is where we're supposed to go. Alright. Yeah, I guess it serves as a, in some sense, as a landmark, right? This whole purple lighted area. At least it helps to orient yourself a little bit on this giant platform. Like, okay, the another bad thing that this kind of just feels A bit anticlimactic how... Oh my god, this texture is very raw. How... This elevator, right, this gigantic, grand elevator is moving, but you don't see it at all, right? Because of how... Because of the fog, because of the scale. You don't even see like the other side. You don't see the wall. And because of that, kind of like... The feeling of movement kind of gets wasted in this sense. But yeah, that's... I'm not really sure how you can resolve it with the scale. I'm kind of happy that we actually have to move away from the elevator platform. In the more linear spaces. Oh man, lots of verticality in this. That was not smart. I'll take it. Yeah, I really I love about this area how it is very open, right? But at the same time, as you have to move through these barrels, they're so big, they're literally... It feels like you're moving through indoor, right? They kind of like create this nice sense, like this experience of like even some claustrophobia even to some extent, right? How enclosed it is, like this particular, for example, area. And then you go on the bridge and you can see like how open the space is and you get back. Oh, that's really nice. Mix. Okay, where are we supposed to go? I hear you, puppy. Actually, oh, that's it. Oh, this key is... It's quite well hidden. Well, maybe not that well hidden, but it's definitely... Placement is quite sneaky one. Also chains. Oh man, I love this. Like the chains just like disappearing into the abyss. Ah, that's nice. Nice stuff. Alright, I guess we're done with this area. I wonder if these corridors, they basically serve as a loading screens, you know? Covered. As a transition. This is probably what's happening, considering how enormous the elevator. And this is like literally actually moving platform. That complicates everything, right? Even more. I guess this is actually just a loading screen. Alright, we got the purple key. I also kind of like it, this set dressing, you know. Oh, let's open the gates first. How do you open the gates? On the other side, maybe? No, what? Oh, maybe you need to press that button actually, right? Maybe you need to... It's connected to the button. Since, yeah, okay, now I... Ah, the Boltgun. So happy to see you. Yeah, probably my favorite weapon in the whole game. Even so, definitely not the strongest grab gun. A Volcolite. I guess it's like this nice like vomit pool, like a Nurgle vomit pool. Also serves as a good landmark. Definitely a very memorable one. And in a space like this, you need landmarks. Okay. Yeah, you can only like when you move and look at the wall up close, you can see that you're moving. Time for some pixel hunting. Anyone? That's a 10 whatever. It's okay. Actually, 2 terminators. Okay, that's a lot of bullets flying toward me. Let's change position. I wonder if the elevator will keep on going unless I kill like a certain number of enemies. Sorry buddy, you took a bad position. Oh, this one. Okay, need more heavy bolter ammo. Oh, that's the Boltgun's grenade, BFG grenade that I will probably throw away accidentally. Oh, I have a surprise for you, buddy. Huh? Where's the sparring champion? I'm also low on health somehow. Yeah, like one of the consequences of such a big open space is that, especially when you like complete the main sort of combat sequence, right? You kind of have to. It's a bit annoying to like keep clearing all the cultists, right, who are left, and keep like wandering in the arena. Definitely breaks the flow a little bit when you have to search for them on like when they appear somewhere and start shooting you. When you think like the area it's over. That looks interesting. Oh, bah, I missed you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a while. That's a key. Okay. Can I actually kill you? Oh yeah, I can. That's weird. Like, yeah, for some reason the game doesn't show you a health bar of the enemy. You can kill them. I know. Bit unfair, but... Oh, that's a big guy. No, that's not a big guy. That's just a normal sized guy. Okay, that's a big guy. Oh. Yeah, I don't have a lot of... Oh. Did that guy... Did the little Amble died from the lasers? Yeah, I'll take it. Oh. Oh. And it's very satisfying to being able to finish like a boss or mini boss with a chainsword. Okay, nice, I guess, little arena with an enemy that we haven't seen in a while. So I'll take it. And they also kind of suggested, right? At least somehow, are sort of like suggesting this, like a storage, right, for these guys that were transported. Oh, you can see like this area is also like the lighting, right, is corresponds to the key. Even so, this one is not as visible as the purple one. Oh, that's a big guy. Yeah, that was quite effective. I kind of keep forgetting how very good explosive barrels in this game. The guy almost died from his own grenade. Okay, we need to go up. Let's activate. No! Oof. Yeah, that's a lot of sparring champions actually. So I kind of want to. Where is the button? Oh, I'll take it. Oh boy, I'm just lost where the fucking buttons are. I think they're on the upper level, right? Yes, and well, that's a great Ampli one. Wait a second. Where is the vortex grenade? Did I throw it off already? And I didn't even notice how I did it. Oh man, that's disappointing. Okay, we got at least the power up. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it effectively in such a big space. Oh boy, I'm still low in health. Yeah. Boy, the Norglings. Oh no, 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 don't get stuck, don't get stuck here. Wait a second. Actually, I think the Great Unclean One spawns the Norglings constantly, right? Ah, fuck. So I have to kill him. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Yeah, 10 health is it's a bit awkward. Yeah, 6 health, sure. I'm kinda just feeling to reload it, I'll be honest. Since it looks like I exhausted most of the resources. Yeah. Man, can you fucking jump? Oh my god, this guy's killing me. Okay, I'll save here. Yeah, the melter gun is pretty effective against him. Now I'm kinda... guess I just need to find more grav cannon weapon ammo. Okay, that was done. Yeah, the Boltgun is pretty good too. Okay, let's just finish these guys, the little ones. Man, just please, just fucking die already. I'm so over with you. I feel like some of the collectibles actually respawn, because I think I picked up those. Can I just go? Yeah, see if this is the way. Yeah, this is this. This is it. Okay, that was yeah, that was the level. It was pretty stressful arena, but I actually kind of like it how it went. I think the final battle with the Great Unclean One is actually a pretty good example of using an AI that actually complements the layout, because the arena that is the space that is available for you, it's huge, it's big, it's probably the biggest arena in the whole game. And the fact that the Great Unclean One, it looks like he constantly spawns these Nurglings, right? And so the Nurglings, they're not very dangerous on their own, they're not a big threat, but they're a constant threat, right? You can't just kind of like on your own pace just kind of like ran past the Great Unclean One, go to like to the lower level, just like pick up some ammo and shoot from the comfortable position, right? Like the way you can do this, for example, Lord of Change, right? Like I did when I fought the birdie, the demon birdie guy. It doesn't work with Great Unclean One because he constantly puts pressure on you in the form of constant Nurgling spawns, and that was pretty good. That was Nurglings on its own. They're very efficient. They're pretty good at navigating complicated very vertical layouts, right? They're constantly jumping. I mean, they get stuck from time to time, but still they're pretty good at it, right? They serve as a good form of constant pressure that you have to deal with, even when you're not fighting with a Great Unclean One. So that was actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. This is it is kind of sad, but it is it's in some sense it's refreshing to see a game using AI like intelligibly, not intelligibly, intelligent, in an intelligent way, putting an enemy in the space that actually like complements the layout. It's just, yeah, that's kind of sad that that feels like fresh in some way. But yeah, apart from that, pretty good encounter, I would say. A bit the whole theme of like an elevator moving. This is kind of, I feel like it's wasted, unfortunately, for this level, because again, it's just like the elevator is so big, it's so grand, it's like giga, mega, hugo grand, that is just, and because it's dark, there is a pretty thick fog, you can't really, it's like you have to pay attention if you want to see that like you're actually moving, right? So that's a bit sad that you don't actually get the feeling of moving on a big elevator. That's kind of just a bit on the background. Putting an enemy should be as a whole new world. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Also, are there flat pipes on the left here? Are they? Actually, yeah, you're right. They're just flat. They kind of, from time to time, there are like instances of them being a bit of actually like modeling out some pipes. Yeah, but that's not the case. I mean, still looks pretty decent. Since again, it's you pay attention more to the beautifully modeled out gate, exit gate, right? Pipe money was used up a few levels back. Yeah, we ate our portion of good pipes. So yeah, that's true. We got enough, I would say. Yep, we got our pipes worse. Okay, this is next level, and I think this is actually where I will end the stream. I think we covered like 4 levels, right, today? Yeah, I think actually there is a good chance I will be able to finish Boltgun next stream. This is where my hoping is going in. Yeah, that otherwise a pretty good pacing, I think. GG indeed. Let me actually, I want to check Boltgun levels. Yeah, big guns never tire. That's literally, we have 4 levels left. Yeah, okay, let's hope that the last 4 levels are not fucking humongous big spaces, you know? They just keep on going with like wasted enemies, you know? Vested enemies sort of encounters inside of them. Let's hope it's not the case. It doesn't really look like it, you know. I have good feeling about the last 4 ones. So yeah, we must be getting close to hour-long levels. Yeah, each level 2 hour long. So that's like 8 hours of stream. Yeah, that sounds manageable. But anyway, yeah, that was pretty good. That was, I would say, a stream worthy of GG, I would say. Yeah, so I will see you next Saturday. I promise I won't skip it this time, because I kind of want to finish Boltgun. Actually, I kind of want to. Even so, again, I don't think it's getting like it's sort of transitioning into like a territory of like a bad game or something like this. Not at all. It's pretty enjoyable. It's pretty fun still, but it's just, again, just in terms of like a level design, in terms of game design, it's kind of getting a bit. Yeah, we are not getting anything really new. We are not eating very well in this department, in this regard. So, yeah, I hope I will try to, even if it will take like 4 or 5 hours. I'll try to finish it on Saturday, and then we will move on some juicy short indie games. But anyway, yeah, thank you Triangle, thank you Zombie for stopping by as usual. Thanks to anyone who watched this in VOD. And yeah, have a nice rest of your day or night. And I'll see you next time. Bye.